Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a get ready with me. I'm about to go get my hair done and I'm so excited. It's been like 2.5 years since I've had anything done with my hair. Like as far as getting it colored or cut. Like girl, I'm just not that big into going and getting my hair cut. Obviously, you can tell I have long hair because I don't know, it's just a part of me. I've always had long hair. I've never gotten haircuts too often. I don't trust a lot of people to cut my hair. I get nervous. I've had a bad haircut before and I'm not that great at getting out of my comfort zone, you know? I'm just not. So I thought I would get on here and do some makeup with you guys, and then at the end of the video, you will see what my new hair looks like. I'll make sure to insert some pictures. I'm going to be using the Yummy palette again today. I already have my eyebrows done and my eyelids primed. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a fluffy brush into my bronzer and I'm going to put that in my transition area because I want a little bit of like a brown base. So I'll just dip into my bronzer. Yeah, but I'm so excited to go and get my hair done. So I'm going to get it dyed a little darker. My hair is like a dark brown naturally, but I'm going to get it like a black brown. And then I'm going to get some layers put in the sides. I think I want to do like curtain bangs just so I can kind of like flip my hair back out of my face a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with Tootsie Roll and I'm going to put that on the outer crease and just tap that into place. I haven't used any of the greens besides Blue Moon, but that's like a green blue, so I don't really count that. And I'm just going to bring this around into the crease and bring it up a little bit. So yeah, I just don't get my hair cut too often. I'm very particular with who cuts my hair because I don't want too much gone. And I'm like, the one time I went and had my hair cut and I asked for long layers, but girl, it was a hot mess. Needless to say, I never went back to that lady again. I was like, great day. She did better on like shorter hair. She did layers really well, but on long hair, a lot of people struggle with doing layers on long hair. It usually doesn't come out looking quite right, so that's why I'm like, I'm super picky with who does my hair. Going back with that first brush and just gonna blend out a little. Okay, so I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna go into Candy Girl. So I'm just gonna put that on the inner corner and bring it up onto the lid. I just wanna keep it nice and bright on the lid. And I just love this color, it's so pretty. Same thing for this side. And with these shades, they can get a little flaky when you're putting them on, so I don't like to do my face makeup first. I like just to wait until I get my eyeshadow done, and then I will go back. I mean, is that not so pretty? Okay, so now that I have that on, I think I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is Pour Some Sugar. And I'm going to put that over top of the dark green shade. And I might need to go back and add a little, yeah. Let me go back and add a little bit of darker green to that. So I'm just going to try to build that darker green up a little bit. And these shades do seem to build pretty nicely. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so again, I'm going to go into Pour Some Sugar. I'm going to put that over top of that dark green that I put down. And then I'll go back into Tootsie Roll. And then I will add that in. And this just makes it look like a dark green shimmer. So pretty. Of course, bring it on around. And then maybe go back and add a little more. Pour some sugar in there. Just kind of mixing the two together to create like a dark green shimmer. And that is so pretty. We're just making our own colors here. Like, see how pretty that is? Again, gonna go back and add some Candy Girl because I like that shade a lot. That's a really pretty shade. I'm gonna go back with the first brush and just blend out a little bit. So I'm just going to grab a makeup wipe and just clean up because you do get quite a bit of fallout, like I said, from that shimmer shade. Of course, I'm going to go in with some black eyeliner. I need to get a new one of these. This is from Essence, and it is literally my favorite eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. It's so black. It lasts a long time. It's good, and I'm almost out. I need to get another one. Super cheap too, like $4. So I'm gonna go in with some primer, and I got this Hard Candy Hydrating Primer. I like this primer. This primer is like the Milk Makeup or the e.l.f. Power Grip, except for it's a lot more hydrating. The one from e.l.f. is like, as soon as you put it on your face, it's like putting glue on your face. It's like so sticky. But this one is not like that. This is very hydrating. It still gets sticky and tacky, and your face has a good stick to it. It doesn't have as much stick, I would say, as the e.l.f. Power Grip. I don't know, but this one does have some really good stick to it. If I had to pick one, I would definitely pick this one over the e.l.f. Power Grip. I do like the e.l.f. Power Grip. It's a good one, but I like this one better because it's more hydrating. So now for my favorite part, the foundation. I love this just because it hides everything that I want it to hide. Hides all my redness, and I love to hide my redness. Put a little up here. Careful around the brows. I used to always do my makeup like foundation first, and I still mostly do it that way. I'm just trying to get better at, like, if I know a palette has fallout from certain shades that I use or I'm gonna be using, I try not to do it. I try to do it this way. But for me, it's just, I don't know, it's so much more natural to do it like foundation first. And now I'm just gonna take and blend it out. This is my favorite sponge. This is the e.l.f. Cookie and Dreams Collection sponge, and I love this sponge. I have a couple backups. I think that this is still available on the e.l.f. website. I use this one so much more than any other sponge. I really just like the size and the softness to it. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of this Revlon Color Stay Skin Awaken Caffeine and Vitamin C Concealer. It says this is a 5-in-1 concealer. I don't know. I just use a little bit of it anyway. I just do like a little bit just to lighten and balance everything out. Okay, and now for cream bronzer, I'm just going to use this Fenty stick. Honestly, I'm just trying to use this thing up. It's not really my favorite, but it's okay. I much rather use like a concealer for my contour or bronzer, whatever you want to call this. Literally just trying to use it up. I feel like I have just products that I need to get used up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting to accumulate quite a few things. Even though I would say that cream bronzer is probably what I have the least amount of. Contour out that double chin there. Trying to make it look as small as possible. Just gonna buff this in. Okay, so now I'm gonna use some liquid blush. I love this blush. This is the blush that I got from Temu, and I highly recommend it. I use this stuff all the time. It's so good. I mean, it blends out so nicely. I love it. I mean, I still do set mine down with the powder. You don't have to, but I always set anything liquid down with the powder just so it doesn't move throughout the day. But I also feel like when you do a cream blush or a cream bronzer, it really just helps last, and it keeps you a little more hydrated. I mean, but isn't that like such a pretty shade? I ordered 2 more shades. This stuff is like in and out of stock so quick on Temu. So you have to like, they have like a notify me button, and I pushed that. That's how I was able to get 2 more colors. They were out of this color. I think this shade was shade 3 because it's kind of like numbered. So I ordered shade 1 and 2. Hopefully they don't take too long to get here. I'm still waiting on a bunch of my orders to come in. They still have not came in yet. So I'm still waiting, girl. I'm still waiting. Okay, girl. So I know a few of you were asking me if I tried this water activated palette yet, and I have. Okay, so I do not like it as a eyeshadow or a liner. I don't know why, but if you put it on too thick, it flakes right off your skin. It is weird. It just like literally flakes right off. So I don't like this as an eyeshadow at all because you have to use it so thin. But what I've been using it for is a highlighter. I love it as a highlighter. So what I like to do is just take a little water bottle and spray it. And then you kind of like got to work your finger around in here to make it like a cream product. And I'm going to use this really pretty green today because I'm doing a green eyeshadow. So yeah, you just kind of smear it around and make it into a cream. And then you just kind of tap it on. And because when you're putting it on as a highlighter and you're shearing it out, I think that's why it works better as a highlighter, because you're not trying to build it up. I guess I was expecting it to be more or better, I guess, than what it is. In my opinion, it's kind of like a little bit of a pain in the butt because you have to add water to it and mix it with your finger and all this. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I do like it, and I put way too much on that side. Just fine, just blend it out. And this, it does dry quick, so you have to be kind of quick with it. But I mean, it's really pretty. I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not a product that I really grab that much. I thought I was gonna like it more than what I do. I mean, again, it's really pretty. It works. I like it as a highlighter, but in my opinion, I'd really rather just use one of my liquid highlighters instead of one of these, just because it's already like mixed and a highlighter for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me know what you think about the product down in the comments. I'm not that crazy over it like I thought I was gonna be. I thought I was gonna be like, oh my god, I can't get enough of that palette, but it's okay. Okay, so now that I got all that, I'm gonna go ahead and set my makeup, and I'm gonna use my Physicians Formula. I love that setting powder. I'm gonna use my little powder puff that I got from Temu. My little 71 cents I paid for it. Definitely worth it. And I still have not ordered any more, no. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just set the rest of my makeup down. And I just like to set before I add any of my powdered like bronzer or blush on. Setting powder makes everything better. So now I'm going to go into my Physicians Formula bronzer and just tap it into place. Now I'm going to take my Manna Kadar blush and highlighter duo. I have been loving this thing so much, honestly I have. I just think it looks so pretty. And you don't have to go back and add any highlighter if you don't want with this. And that's what I think I like about it. But I feel like today I should. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Glowing palette. I'm going to be using this green shade out of here today. And I'm just going to highlight a little bit. See, that looks so cute. I love that. Okay, so now for the lower lash line, I'm just going to go ahead and take some Tootsie Roll shade, and I'm just going to put that on the lower lash line with a small pencil brush. So for my brow bone, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this highlighter shade right here just to add a little more. I'm going to go back with my first brush and just blend together. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara, and I'm just using the Lash Princess. And then of course I'm going to add some lashes, and these are just the Ioni lashes that I got from the dollar store. Using my favorite lash glue, which is the Kiss Strip Adhesive Glue. This glue really makes your lashes last. So I just brushed the glue on the lash strip. I let it dry for a second, and then I'd like to take the Kiss Lash Glue Liner, and this is just in the clear shade, and I like to just run this over top of my line. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put my lash on, and I figured out if you look down into a mirror, it is so much easier to get these things on. So if you look down, you can kind of see what you're doing a little bit better. And I just kind of stick it into place. And then I just kind of squeeze them together a little bit. Okay, and then same thing for this eye. Just go ahead and line the glue. And this just helps with like your edges lifting. I never have a problem with my edges lifting. Grab the lash, look down into the mirror, and just place it where you want it. And then I just squeeze them together. Okay, And now I'm just gonna leave them alone for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. I'm gonna take my favorite lip liner. This is just a brown lip liner. Okay, so now for lipstick, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Ultimate, and this is in the shade More Blonde. My favorite lipstick. I love this one. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my lashes, and I am just going to take a black eyeliner, and I'm gonna fill in this little gap right here. So I just like to take a black liner and run it back and forth just to kind of fill in that gap a little bit so you can't really see the lash band. Same thing for this side. Okay, I'm gonna grab some earrings really quick. And I think I'm just gonna do my classic silver hoops. And now I'm just gonna use the Oma Beauty Brow Gel. And I'm going to do a little bit of mascara on the lower lash line. I am absolutely loving this look. I think it looks so good. I love the greens. I'm gonna use my favorite setting spray. I love this setting spray. I think it really does make your makeup last. And then I'm gonna top my lipstick with a little bit of the Fenty Gloss Bomb. And this is in Diamond Milk. Okay, girl, so this is the completed look. I love how it turned out. This palette, I'm telling you, is so good. I love the greens in here. I'm so happy we got that palette this month. Okay, girl, so I'm about to go get my hair done, and the next time you see me, hopefully I look a little different. Not too different, but a little bit.